Hello guys, Jack MC here, and welcome to episode 6 of our Race07 Career mode, where I will be driving the BMW M30 E30 in the WTCC Historics Championship, from which we will continue from last episode. Um, we are currently 11 points behind the leader and 7 points behind second place. Only 2 points separate us from third place. So we will continue with the last two races of the season. I'm aiming to get at least a third place in the championship in order to move up a division. So we will need to beat Tancredo Staropoli, it's very hard to read on that blue, and Thomas Lindström with the Alfa and the Volvo. So let's see how we get on in the next race, which will be Monaco. So I will probably see you guys at the race. Hello guys, and welcome to Monaco. I just about managed to qualify myself first, so on pole. After a very intense qualifying session, I actually took 7 laps of qualifying just to make sure that I could get a decent position, and on the very last lap, with 9 seconds to go on the clock, I managed to put in that one lap that would bring me from 4th position on the grid to 1st. So I'm very happy to start up front, because I don't think I'll keep this pace up throughout the whole race. The Alfa Romeos and the Volvo are a lot faster than the BMs. I managed to make a quick setup and do whatever I could to make this car as good as I can in order to try and survive. Because as you guys know, we need to finish on a very decent position, preferably, I think, I'm gonna say podium before I sort of jinx myself too much. It's not giving me room. That was a close one. This track is so narrow, and in these cars it's really tough. I think overtaking is gonna be a big issue. And the tunnel is quite frightening, especially if I don't see the apex. Still, the BM is the worst car under braking, which definitely notice. Oh damn it, almost got myself in. See if we can make a move somewhere. This is gonna be a hell. I have no idea where to pass. And I don't even know if there's an opportunity. There it is. That's one. Nah, damn it. Couldn't keep the inside. Can I take him on a start finish? I don't think so. I should have tremendous acceleration with these short gears. Come on, I think I can get him up the hill. I feel like I have the straight line speed over him, if it gives me room. That Volvo is flipping quick though. I'm gonna try and get a gap to this Alfa behind me so I can concentrate on the Volvo ahead. This is one hell of a tough race. Very enjoyable but tough. always afraid going into the chicane because the brakes are just terrible. We're getting a gap, that's good, but we're not gaining on the Volvo, I think. Not by a whole lot. Come on. So close to the walls at all times. But it's necessary. There we go, we gain in the last sector, I think. I didn't check sector times, I'm stupid. I should have checked that to know where I outperform these guys. Because I think it's only in one sector that I really make a difference. Or actually, wait, let me think. Casino, we make a difference, and then the last sector, I think. Me and this Volvo are absolutely wrecking the whole field now. Sometimes I wish I had his car. This might be our last season with BMW because of that. I can potentially see myself switch to a different model, different make in the near future. But for now, we're gonna keep it what we have and just take everything out of it. To be fair, I think I'm okay with finishing second, so I shouldn't try and push as hard as I am pushing right now. Stick our nose in. We're still next to you. Whoa, that's tight. Alright, that's not the way how to do it. But he gave me room. That's a really, really good AI actually. I put them to the test and they passed. Don't see that very often. Can I? I can. Now, do we have the acceleration? No, not yet. Can't leave me room, damn it. No, that was a bit of a opportunistic move and he shouldn't leave me room in that case, which he kinda did. He slammed the door on me, which... Stop saying which. Which! It's witch hunt. Fuck. Yeah, that's not good. I'm gonna need to let him pass again. And that makes the Alphas come closer. Damn it! And the suspension problem. Okay. Need to pay attention. Stop yelling witch. Where can I make a move? Oh, here is a bit opportunistic, so I'm gonna try and do it on that uphill section where I took the Alpha. Even though the Volvo has more pace or more speed in a straight line as well, I feel like it might be possible. Although, okay, maybe not. He's too powerful. Come on, Volvo, get back here. Yes, 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 we got him. I think I can get the inside. doing a bit of rally maneuvers now, sliding it in. I feel like I have a tiny bit of suspension damage indeed, but it's not too bad. I feel it in the wheel every now and then. It's even worse when they're braking now. Where is he? There he is. This car is farting a bit. Don't know if you guys can hear that. I would assume so. One more lap after this, come on. We need to completely concentrate and just go for it. And not lock up the brakes and crash. Get the dirt off my windshield. Geez, I'm gonna shift down, up again and down, because just don't want to hit that rev limiter there. A lot of people on the side of the road, they actually didn't pay attention to them yet. Not that I have to, but... Alright, we got a gap of almost 3 seconds. So, we should be okay. Don't even see him in my rear view anymore. I hate these brakes. Absolutely hate these brakes. Brilliant car, but the brakes are absolute dog shit. I'll be happy when I'm in a different car. I like this car, don't get me wrong, but it's just, brakes are so terrible. Can't remember what the last track is. Is it Spa? It's been a few days since I recorded part 1 of the WTCC Historics, and that Volvo just has eaten the wall. Don't know if you could see that, but you'll see it in the rear view if you rewind time a little bit. And there we go. Some extra points on the board. That's not bad at all. I have to say I'm quite happy with this race. We had our little incident with the Volvo, but apart from that, yeah, not much went wrong, and we took the lead. Not the lead, we took the win. So, of course we only gained 2 points on the Volvo, which is not a whole lot in the championship. But let's see where that puts us. Second! Hell yeah! 2 points was enough to overtake that Volvo by 1 point, so I'll take that any day. And now we need to gain another 7 points on Alcott Otway in his Alfa Romeo. So let's see if we can do so in the next race, which will be Spa Francorchamps. Ooh, that's gonna be a long one. 6 laps. Alright, I will see you guys when the race commences, so see you there. Hello guys, and welcome to Spa Francorchamps for our final race of the WTCC Historics Championship. I am starting in first position on pole, didn't know what I was gonna say, with about 3 seconds ahead of second place. Now, I do have a tiny bit of an explanation for this due to me qualifying very early on in the session. I believe I had a tiny advantage over the other guys because the session started in damp conditions but went onto wet weather conditions later on in the session. It was raining in qualifying or during qualifying, so I may have had some help of the weather gods. Now the BMWs are quite dominant because we locked out the top 4, so hopefully that means we can at least try and get some points back from the guy in first place in the championship, see if we can beat our championship contender. He's currently 7 points ahead, so it's not gonna be easy, but there is that possibility, and well, for me that's enough. Even the smallest chance will be enough to just try and I'm gonna have to try and win this race, or at least get 2nd place in order to get a shot at possibly still winning the championship. So we're gonna try and do that. I don't know what the other guys' dry weather pace is, so it's gonna be interesting to see. But I think I should be on pace with them. I might not have extra pace compared to that wet weather qualifying, but we will try whatever we can. We're starting to get a tiny gap. That's good news. Change of conditions will possibly affect some of my braking zones, but I don't think it'll do too much because, well, yeah, in wet weather you brake in earlier, so in this case I'm just moving my braking point a tiny bit backwards. Backwards? No, forwards. So I can brake a little bit later. Is that an Alfa Romeo? I see. I think one of the BMs made a mistake and has fallen victim to an overtake by one of the Alphas. But we're still locking out the top 3 with all BM. And that was a corner cut. I'll do some track extending then to compensate. That's the first lap done, a 48.9, so that's already faster than that they qualified in the wet, which, well, yeah, you'd expect. Don't know how fast you can be around León dry. Quite fast. So we managed to pull a bit of a gap. And I hope I can keep it that way. Would be a good way to end the season on 2 victories after getting a disappointing 7th. Also a bit undeserved. Well, of course I made mistakes, so I deserved it in the end, but I felt like I had more pace than where I finished. 4th place at Watkins was just, yeah, just not good enough either. I believe I should have done more there, but we're gonna make it up in the last 2 races, and that guy is coming close. Missing the apex, that's not good. Alright. think our braking points are somewhat okay. I'm a guy who also, I'm sort of a mixture between someone who races on instinct and one who races on sort of reference points. You have well, 3 different kinds of racer. You have the one that completely trusts on their own instincts and just brakes on whenever they feel it's right and all that stuff. Then you have people that are a mixture like me, and then you have other types of drivers that are completely using reference points for their braking and accelerating. So if you're new to racing, I'll sort of try and explain what I mean by braking points and all that. It's just when you're approaching a turn and you have a very recognizable point on the track, a reference point, where you can see like, okay, I need to start braking from this point in order to make the corner and not shave off too much speed to actually have a nice line through it. Then like on here I have the left thingy of the, I don't know what it is, service box, whatever. Brake a tiny bit before I reach that. Don't know what I brake here, just before the curb. I know there's some braking points that I definitely look at. I'll let you know which ones if I come by them. Seems that we have a tiny gap to the car behind again, that's good. We pulled a big gap to the rest of the pack. But as I was saying, you have people that are a mixture and people that are completely on reference. This is under the banner of Foster's. I start braking, get myself down into 3rd steering, and we just go for it. So it's sort of what style you develop and what you feel most comfortable with, I guess. Back to the race. I'm 7/10 ahead of the guy behind me. He's not letting off. He's definitely still trying to go for that victory. Track extending all the way. I'm still terrible under braking. He's gonna put himself on the inside again, I knew it. This guy doesn't know how to friggin' drive correctly, but I don't mind. He's giving me a good challenge. We're 4 seconds ahead of the rest of the pack. Ah, damn it. I didn't see, I should have checked the names. I didn't see if our championship contestant was somewhat within the points or if he's hanging on to that last point or whatever, because we need to know, I think we need 7 points, so you guys can probably check if I'm, well, looking on my way to win the championship or if it's not looking too great, if he's too high up. But him being in an Alfa Romeo should benefit us, because it definitely seems that us BMs are rocking this. Looking my mirrors a bit too much now. I'll probably switch on the in-cockpit mirrors again. I had turned them off to maximize frame rate, but I think I'm capping on 30 for my recording anyway, or 60, and well, I think I'm over that on the real in-game footage, which is not bad, but you guys might want to see my my driver's side mirror being a part of the actual car. Adds a bit to it, possibly. This guy behind me is really hanging on for dear life. If he dares to freaking overtake me and cause me to lose my championship, I'm gonna be proper pissed off. Oh, don't make mistakes yourself. At least there's no other threats, which is a good thing. Whoa, it just suddenly went for me. Not sure what happened there, but that wasn't good. Up 5 out of 6 and I do that kind of stuff, that's not good. I'm gonna really have to put the hammer down and go for it now. Don't know what I did. I think I went on the accelerator and it slid out under me, which didn't do before. That's why I just planted the foot in, because otherwise I would be a bit more cautious. But well, if it doesn't break away from me, then may as well just put the foot in. Maximize acceleration. Probably shouldn't have taken that risk, but let's test ourselves completely. I'll push myself to the limit now in order to try and gain on that guy. 3.5 seconds. You have 2 laps, or just under 2 laps to gain it. So we're almost gonna need our 3 seconds a lap pace. We're probably gonna need them because of it's not only get on his rear bumper, it's getting past him as well. Are gaining quite good now. I'm absolutely driving myself to the limit without making any errors and without track extending. I believe we do have the pace if we really go on the raggedy edge like we're doing now. It's just with a risk, because if I do get it wrong now, I'll probably end up crashing again, and that's not good. And that will potentially cause us to lose another position, so let's hope we don't do such a thing. Let me just take it easy here. I hate these brakes, absolutely hate them. I know we're better in Eau Rouge and León, so we should be able to gain on Camel Straight, and hopefully we can make a pass in a second. There we go. That's a lot faster than the guy ahead of me. We might even top out now. Are we gonna run out of gears or not? Let's see. Just about not, I think. Really working for it now, come on. Give me my my first position back. There we go. That was a bit of a rally entry, going in sideways. And now let's not do anything silly. And just try and make a tiny gap, but don't push it too much. That was a good one. I made the exit wasn't as good, but the initial turn was nice. I'm still taking too much risk, but I know how he takes that last chicane, so I kind of want to get myself a gap. If we can manage to keep this first position, it's just gonna be looking for that Alfa Romeo in the standings and hoping that we have enough of a points lead over him in this race. Oh no, come on, don't do this to me. Ah. Alright, that's us taking victory. First place in Spa Francorchamps. And hopefully, I didn't check the names in time, but I don't see him there, so it's probably gonna be a top 6 for him. I hope it's not that Alpha we can see there. But we'll see what ends up being the result for that guy. Where is he? Otway. 4 points. Ah, no! That's 6 points. I'm gonna be 1 point behind, which is still brilliant for our season. We're very happy with getting second place in the championship, but that's all we'll be getting. Finish second place, silver trophy. I'll take it home. 1 point behind. Such a close season. I'm really happy with that second place, 10 points in front of the Volvo. Yeah, I think we can be proud of what we've achieved, and Alcott did a very good good season really to get that first place by a point. So thank you guys for watching. If you have some suggestions for tracks and or cars, leave them down below in the description, in the comments, and I'll try and include those in my next championship. That's it for me for now, so thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.